Hey, is this thing on? All right, how's everybody doing? Yeah. Welcome to my therapy session. Who am I, right? I am Elyse, Kaye. I'm an entrepreneur. I am a business owner. I'm a public speaker. I am a published author. I have 12 patents in my name. I have built a couple companies, built a dozen brands, built about 1,000 product lines. But, switch to the next one. Let's get real here, right? So, deep down inside, I thought this through, right? If I was going to list all of the fuck-ups that I've had personally and professionally, just even in the last decade, right? I thought through, I'm like, do I talk about that time where I accidentally sent the email to my boss that was supposed to be going to my boyfriend at the time? No, that one seems kind of boring. And what about that time I accidentally got really drunk before I had to go on TV because I thought I was drinking a coffee and I was not? No, that's not a good one. So let's take it way back, right? So, how did I get here? I was a girl on the street selling lemonade, and when lemonade didn't sell, I would find things in my mother's house, and I would sell those on the corner. And when those didn't sell, I would find the neighbor's stuff and try to sell that as well. Brownies, cupcakes, vases, crystal pieces, you name it. So I was an introvert turned extrovert. This you're seeing right here is my very first design. It involved plenty of ruffles, lots of sequins, iridescence, and yes, my hair had probably enough hairspray to burn down, to hold up an entire building. But one of the things I learned very early on in life is to pivot from those mistakes like this dress. Exactly. So I want to talk a little bit about one of my favorite fuck-ups. So I have spent my career building product lines, and I've done it for some companies like Procter & Gamble, like Avon, and I got approached by a company called Black & Decker, and they wanted to get into the paper shredder business. So has anybody in here ever used a paper shredder before? All right, so you might know that paper shredding is like this addiction. So once you start, right, you can't stop. So Black & Decker turned to me and said, all right, we know that more and more people are buying paper shredders. What is so sexy about a paper shredder that would make this be like the top selling category that Black & Decker wants to get into next? So we took a step back and we said, all right, what would we bring to innovation in paper shredders? So we started to talk to all these people. We went into their homes and we said, where do you keep your paper shredder? Way up on a shelf. Well, why do you keep it there? Well, because if my pet or my child or my necktie got caught in it, that would suck, right? And it's a big black box, and nobody really wants to use a paper, or nobody really wants to see a paper shredder every day. So I said, all right, that sounds like a great way to start an innovation project. So we sat down and we said, what can we change, what can we not change about this paper shredder? So the mechanism had to remain the same, but that was about it. So we said, how do we get it from the shelf onto the place where people are actually shredding their mail or their papers? So let's put it somewhere that's either on the floor or on a desktop. Well, what if we were to take it and we were to mount it on a wall? Genius idea, right? All right, so then we said, what's another frustration? Well, when you pour out those shreds, they go everywhere. What if we could get them to pour out like a waterfall? Amazing. Who would not want to buy that paper shredder? Then we said, what if it wasn't a big black box, but instead something sleek, something shiny, something white? Introducing the iShred. Yes, you're looking at the world's first vertical paper shredder. Now, this paper shredder scored beyond anything I've ever worked on in user research. Amazing. We won every single award. Red Dot, IDEA, I won Best in Show for CES. I was on TechCrunch. I was all over the news. So excited. I have several patents. And then we took it to market. Apple, Best Buy, Walmart wanted in on it. Amazing. So we ended up saying, all right, we're going to give it to Best Buy for the first 6 months. Then Apple gets it the next 6 months. Then we'll let everybody else touch it. You know how many we sold? 10. I think my mom bought 3 of them, though, just so you know. Right, so amazing, amazing work. We spent, in total, about $1.2 million on this product development, product launch, product marketing for a product that nobody knew what it was. What is that? That's not a paper shredder. It's a big white bong that you keep in a house, right? But we believed our own bullshit. And so I use that as an example, as I start looking at other products and projects, because I've had the honor to work on several, including my own. Oh, so I'm right here. I'm being interviewed by TechCrunch. It was amazing. Whole separate side story, but they went on a whole tangent about what I was wearing, and it got really interesting when the CEO of my company had to come over and tell me to zip up my pants. Continue on. True story. You can look it up. So, with that, I've always had a passion project. And that was to found a company called Bloom Bras, which is a line of activewear for curvy women. And the reason that I bring that up is because I wouldn't have done that had I not fucked up many, many, many other times for other people before going out on my own. So yeah, I launched this company last year. So when I decided to go into it, it was because I was frustrated, couldn't find a sports bra that worked. So I brought in NASA, shipping and packaging experts, a person who does all of the corsetry work for Oprah and Katy Perry and all the ballerinas and opera singers out there. And I brought them together and I said, help me to solve this problem, you amazing people. And lo and behold, as was mentioned, the company is Bloom Bras. And yeah, so it's been incredible. We keep selling out. We're now the most body-inclusive product line on the market. I don't know if this means much, but we go from a 28C to a 56L. And we now have partnerships with REI, Macy's, Title IX, and Universal Standard, year 1. So I wouldn't have gotten there had I not fucked up, pivoted, and I'll fuck up 1,000 more times before this thing is done. So thank you.